our team is going to present biofuel, the presentation on biofuel as the alternative energy source for the future. First of all, we'd like to give a definition of biofuel or biodiesels. Biofuel is biodegradable. I think it's no. Yeah, biodegradable and non-toxic fuels that are made from organic, plant or animal matter. As you see, it's wood, crops, garbage. We'll talk about this later. So there are 4 generations of biofuel production. First is sugar, vegetable oil, animal fat. Second is waste biomass, wheat, corn, wood. Third is algae fuel, or also called oil-G. We'll talk about this. And fourth generation is conversion of veg oil into gasoline. Looking closely at biodiesel, we find that biofuel its physical and chemical properties are very similar to petroleum-based diesel. Therefore, it can be used without any expensive alterations to the diesels or fuel systems. Biodiesel is also environment friendly. As we thought, it is biodegradable, non-toxic, and free of sulfur and aromatics. No weather limitations, so you don't need to wait for sun or wind or whatever. It is always available. No need to change existing models. This is about vehicles. Need smaller space. According to our information, 1 acre of land can produce 15,000 gallons of fuel per year. Deals with more than one current issue. Many alternatives can work only as the source of electricity or gasoline, but biofuel can be used in both cases. Promotion of agricultural sector. I think it's, yeah. And it is also renewable, and this only can be the reason for ever-increasing popularity of biofuel.
So next, we'd like to tell you the primacy of biofuel over other alternatives. First is over nuclear powers. So among these, the main difference between biofuel and nuclear power is safetiness. So biofuel is very safety because it's just ethanol. You know, ethanol is beer, wine, and disinfectant. So its risk of biofuel is the same as such a thing. On the other hand, nuclear power is enormous risk. The leak of radiation is with the highest probability. If radiation leaked, the people living around nuclear power would be in the fear of leukemia, and the price of agricultural product, marine food, would decrease rapidly. It would deal this blow to the industry. Next is over hydrogen.
Okay. So let's compare hydrogen energy with biofuel energy. Even though hydrogen has some strengths, but hydrogen energy has much more weaknesses. First of all, hydrogen energy has technological difficulties. Today, it's not enough available, but biofuel is already available energy. And second, hydrogen energy is not energy efficient. Hydrogen energy is not productive. I mean, to produce hydrogen energy, we have to consume much more energy. But biofuel is very efficient, And third point, but hydrogen has a risk to explode. We have to pay much attention to transport hydrogen, and we have to build some equipment to store hydrogen. And last point is hydrogen has a high infrastructure costs. For example, transportation. Hydrogen car is, we have to make a new type of car to use hydrogen for car. But biofuel is liquid. We don't have to change our car to use biofuel liquid. Next is solar energy.
So, as a solar energy's advantages, here's the disadvantages. I want to emphasize on one thing here about the place efficiency. As Kowai told you, 1 acre of land can produce 50,000 gallons of fuel per year. But on the other hand, solar energy needs a very huge place. For example, 100,000 to produce 100,000 kilowatt, you need 1 kilometer square feet. Please imagine. Do you know how huge the Disney World is? You don't know. You don't have any idea, right? 122 kilometer square feet. It's so huge. Even though we built such a huge size plant, we just satisfy the 0.0271% per year. What a small percentage. But we can produce a very huge amount of fuel. It's very great advantages. So that, and besides, it's very environmental friendly. So it's this is one thing I really emphasize on as advantage of biofuel.
We'd like to present experiences of foreign developing countries in the world producing biofuel. Brazil and Peru. Brazil is the world's second largest producer of ethanol based on sugarcane and world's largest exporter of ethanol. We found World Bank's research paper concluded that ethanol production in Brazil has not raised the sugar prices, so it means that it will not lead to food crisis. Another example is jatropha. Jatropha is a poisonous oil seed that yields an inedible vegetable oil used to make biofuel. So the advantage of jatropha is that it can grow in arid conditions and without much water, and also it's not a food crop. That means that it will not lead to food crisis also. Yeah. I'm sorry. A few words. Jatropha-based biofuel producing countries nowadays are India, Kenya, Mali, Philippines, so many developing countries.
So the last part of today's presentation, we are going to introduce the algae. The reason we introduced this one is because this is very good alternatives in biofuel. It's like a big breakthrough. So I would like to introduce a very brief video about this. And sorry. Okay, now we face some technical problems. So now go through to the why algae is good for the biofuel is the biofuel of the future. The first, like Kuala mentioned, that is non-food source, that which is very important, and And another good point is does not require the fresh water.